So we're now going over to talk to Peter Jones. He's very kindly agreed to talk to us. So this is Peter Jones of Foyne Jones Recruitment Group. Hello, Peter.
How you doing, Lyn?
We're fine, thanks. And yourself?
I'm absolutely fantastic.
Now, I know absolutely nothing about Foyne Jones Recruitment. So tell us about Foyne Jones Recruitment.
We are a specialist recruiter, Lyn. We're a boutique business that works in specialist sectors, and the sectors which we trade and we recruit in: builders, merchants, building supplies, kitchen, bedrooms and bathroom showrooms, and almost any arena where it involves the design, manufacture or distribution of a building or associated product. So if you dig a hole and you build a house, all those products are specified by someone, they're designed by someone, they're distributed by someone, they're sold by someone, they go into stock, they are merchandised, they're marketed. All of those positions are active routes to employment in the UK. We start right at entry level. We work with apprentices, the stars of the future, to get them on a career pathway. And we go all the way up to C-suite, CEO and boardroom level appointments. If I was to say, what's your sweet spot? Our sweet spot is normally middle management type roles, about 30 to 60K, company car, various different responsibility. But it's talent attraction, Lyn, at its finest. We use very creative and modern digital marketing and storytelling in terms to enable our employers and partners to stand out in a really, really candidate short market at the moment. But for the job seeker, we improve all aspects of their employability. We take them on a journey through their social media content. We give them best in class CV makeovers. And if we get it right, we leave people in a better position. For me, Lyn, I've been doing it since 2003. It's a roller coaster. We're having a fantastic time. The business, we are pretty much based in Newhaven Marina, in Newhaven Enterprise Centre, but I've got workers that work from home. They work hybrid. We've got creative hours, flexible hours. We do everything we can to embrace modern technology. And that's, I guess, a very quick intro into the Foyne Jones Recruitment Group. Where I think we're different, and it's a big message, is that we only work with an employer if we work exclusively. Mm-hmm. So if you want us, you're going to commit to us. We work on a retained basis, Lyn. So, we're not like an estate agent. If we don't sell your house, we don't charge. Actually, I'm bringing 30 years of experience, passion, a huge reputation to this project. I'm going to charge you for that. So we charge a retained amount. We take a small deposit when we start work, mm-hmm. fee on appointment. And what we do, which is different to any other recruiter, I think, definitely in our sector, but in most sectors, is we put our money where our mouth is. If anything happens for any reason at all, and one of our candidates leaves your employment in the first 6 months, we give you your money back, 100% of it back. Because we're here for the long term, and that takes away all the negatives. Any business owner I speak to, any CEO, any hiring manager, the what ifs are: how much to charge, are you worth it, and what happens if it goes wrong? So we go through the front door, we answer those questions before we talk. Mm-hmm. And then if we build in our use of technology, the way we can build relationships and use video content and use my podcast to position you as an employer of choice. Yeah, it's a great way to be. And I always say to new businesses, if you want to deal with us, you've got to imagine the high street, and we're one of those reassuringly expensive supermarkets. We're not at that end, and we're not at that end. We're sitting upper middle, but it's such a great experience. And that's how I sum us up, really.
Yeah, excellent. So you're really aimed at not just employers, but individuals looking for work as well can come to you.
If individuals want to break into our sectors, so, you want to work in kitchen design, you want to work in bathroom design, you want to work for a builder's merchant, a DIY store. If that's something you want to get into, or you work with something close to it, yeah, we can 100% help you. It's tough for us. If we get a phone call from someone who works in health or life insurance or telecom or TV, we're going to be limited what we can do. We can improve your employability, but the reality is we're not going to be able to help you. So the job seekers we work with and interact with are normally from within or very close to our sector, or passionately, whether it's a vocational change or a lifestyle change, they want to get into our sector. That's what we're about. But same ways with employers, we're very honest. If you're, I don't know, a radio station saying, can you find us an editor or a producer? We probably say we can have a go and we can go through these channels, but we don't have a database of them here because we're not placing them.
Speciality, no.
Yeah, and that's the difference of being niche. I think the best recruiters are always very specific to a space because you understand it, you connect with people, you talk their language, and that's what we're all about and more, really.
Absolutely. After we can't be an expert in everything, so you concentrate on what you're really good at, which is, makes sense. So if you've got, say, for example, a plasterer who came up and said, I've been self-employed and I now want to work for a big building firm. You don't mind an individual one person coming and...
No, we talk to them all the time. We're actually better at the company that makes the plaster products. Mm-hmm. So that plasterer is going to use a certain brand of plaster. He will go to a certain shop to buy that, and he will buy that off someone. It's the person who they buy it off or sell, or who manufactures and sells it, where we sit in the building. If you look at the building circle and the supply chain, that's where we sit. So the plasterer is like my customer's customer's customer. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, it
does. So if you a sales director for a European plaster manufacturer, he wants to move to a different sector of building products. That's our type of candidate. Mm-hmm. That plaster manufacturer will say to us, Peter, we've got 20 area sales managers to cover the UK. We need someone in the northeast of England. We need someone in West Wales. Can you find us someone? That's the headhunting search type project, what we're all about.
Got you. So how can people contact you?
FoyneJones.com is our website, www.foynejones.com. Most people in my sector, they will know me, they will hang out, they will see my content on LinkedIn. So if you go on LinkedIn and you search Peter Jones, Foyne Jones, all my contact details are on there. That's probably the easiest and quickest way to get through to us. But on the website, there's all our contact numbers. I'm always available.
Well, there you are. If you're listening and you are looking to contact them, it's www.foynejones.com, or you can go onto LinkedIn. It's a good site, LinkedIn, and look up Peter Jones of Foyne Jones. You can contact them that way. And I know that the passion that Peter speaks with about what he does, they'll be able to sort you out. Fantastic. Well, Peter, thank you so much for coming to talk to us today on the show.
Pleasure, and enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And I wish you all the luck for the future. It sounds like you don't need it. You're doing well without, but there you are. That's where they are if you need to contact them. Thank you very much for that, Peter. And thanks for joining us. Goodbye.
Cheers, Lyn. Take care.